Nintendo fans, it's that time again. The eShop sale is stacked. From chill indie gems to hardcore boss fights, these are 20 games you need to check out before the deals disappear. Let's dive straight in. We're starting strong with a legend, Cuphead. Imagine if a 1930s cartoon and a bullet hell game had a beautifully chaotic baby. Every frame is hand-drawn, every jazz riff hits hard, and every boss fight will test your patience and your reflexes. It's brutally challenging, but every victory feels like fireworks. The co-op mode makes the chaos twice as fun, or twice as stressful depending on your partner. It's the rare game that's both punishing and pure art. Seriously, you could pause any frame and hang it on your wall. Just keep your controller grip loose. This one's known to cause joyful rage quits. A little golf journey is what happens when golf meets calm, minimalist beauty. You're not chasing trophies here, you're chasing peace. Every level feels like a small, handcrafted world, from glowing ruins to breezy meadows, all painted in soft, dreamlike colors. The controls are satisfyingly simple. Aim, pull back, release, and watch your shot glide across a serene landscape. Hidden paths and secrets make exploration feel rewarding without stress. It's the kind of game you play with tea in hand, volume low, just vibing, perfect after a long day, or after Cuphead shatters your spirit. Now let's get weird in the best way. Beacon Pines looks like a sweet bedtime story until you start flipping pages and realize something's off. You play as Luca, exploring a cozy little town that hides some very big secrets. The cool twist? You collect charms, words that literally rewrite the story's direction. One tiny word choice can turn a cute moment into a gut punch of mystery. The narration feels like a campfire tale, warm but eerie, comforting yet curious. It's Winnie the Pooh meets Twin Peaks, and it totally works. If you love story-driven adventures with heart and a sprinkle of, wait, what just happened? This one's gold. Time to jack into the grid. Jack Move is a slick cyberpunk JRPG that blends 16-bit nostalgia with a neon-soaked future. You play as Noah, a hacker trying to uncover what happened to her missing dad, and hack some corporate scumbags along the way. Battles happen inside a cyberspace where you swap software mid-fight to change tactics. Think turn-based combat meets digital hacking flair. The pixel art is sharp, the soundtrack thumps, and the characters ooze personality. It's surprisingly emotional for a game about fighting through firewalls. If you love Final Fantasy VI but wish it had more neon and attitude, Jack Move totally delivers. Alright, let's talk Death's Door, the game where being a tiny crow reaper has never looked this good. You're collecting souls, fighting corrupted creatures, and exploring a hauntingly beautiful world filled with mystery. The combat is fast, fluid, and rewarding, kind of like Zelda meets Dark Souls, but without the brutal punishment. The visuals are crisp, the boss fights are memorable, and every area feels handcrafted with care. It's challenging but fair, the kind of game that makes you feel like a pro when you nail a perfect dodge. And honestly, there's something oddly adorable about a grim little bird carrying a sword. Now, for the strategy lovers. Northgard brings Viking village management to your Switch in the best way possible. It's part city builder, part real-time strategy, and 100% satisfying. You lead a clan of Norse settlers trying to survive harsh winters, rival clans, and the occasional mythic beast. Each faction plays differently, so you'll experiment to find your perfect rhythm. It's got that cozy yet challenging loop. Gather wood, expand territory, fend off wolves, repeat. What's wild is how well it works on handheld. The UI is clean, and the pacing feels great for short sessions. If you've ever wanted Civilization with more axes and snowstorms, this one's a must. Neon White is the kind of game that makes your heart race and your thumbs sweat in the best possible way. You play as an assassin from hell, competing for a shot at redemption, blasting through heaven in blazing fast parkour-style levels. Every movement feels silky smooth, every second counts, and every mistake pushes you to restart instantly because you know you can do better. It's got speedrunning energy with first-person shooter flair mixed with deck-based abilities that double as weapons. The story? Stylishly weird and surprisingly heartfelt. It's part anime fever dream, part flow state challenge, and if you love chasing perfect runs, this one's pure dopamine. Here's one of those just one more run games that secretly steals your entire weekend. Slay the Spire is a deck-building roguelike where every card you choose shapes your fate. It's part strategy, part chaos, and somehow always feels fresh. You'll climb the Spire over and over, unlocking new cards, combos, and characters, and every failed attempt teaches you something new. The art is quirky, the music sets the tone, and the gameplay loop is dangerously addictive. It's one of those games that starts with "I'll play for 10 minutes" and ends with "Why is it 2 a.m.?" If you love smart, strategic, endlessly replayable games, this is your obsession waiting to happen. If pure joy had a sound, it'd be the whoosh of your grappling hook in Grapple Dog's Cosmic Canines. You play as Pablo and Luna, two heroic pups swinging their way through colorful worlds full of enemies, puzzles, and hidden goodies. It's got that classic pixel art magic, but the movement steals the show. Snappy, satisfying, and absurdly fun. Each swing feels like flying, and the level design encourages you to chain momentum like a pro. Add in a bouncy soundtrack and goofy humor, and you've got a perfect Saturday morning cartoon game. It's hard not to smile while playing this one. It's pure platforming happiness with puppy energy. There's nothing else on the Switch quite like 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. It's a mind-bending mix of anime drama, giant mechs, and time travel that somehow feels perfectly balanced. You follow 13 characters whose stories intertwine across different eras, from 1940s Japan to a distant apocalyptic future, and every chapter drops a new "wait, what?" moment. Between the story segments, you'll command towering robots in tactical battles that feel slick and satisfying without being overwhelming. The hand-painted visuals are gorgeous, the music is cinematic, and the narrative payoff is huge. It's part mystery, part mech warfare, and totally unforgettable once it gets its hooks in you. Steampunk puzzle combat? Yep, Ironcast is that wild blend you didn't know you needed. Imagine Bejeweled, but every match you make powers up your giant mechanical war machine. You'll manage resources, fire weapons, and repair systems all through a strategic match 3 grid. It's equal parts thinking ahead and hoping luck's on your side. Every battle feels tense, every upgrade matters, and the Victorian steampunk aesthetic ties it all together perfectly. It's one of those games that sneaks up on you. Easy to learn, hard to master, and dangerously addictive. If you love tactical combat but want something different from your usual RPG fare, Ironcast hits that sweet spot. Now for something totally different. Dodgeball Academia turns gym class chaos into an RPG adventure. You play as Otto, a goofy but determined student training to become the ultimate dodgeball champion. Between classes and rivalries, you'll recruit teammates, level up, and dive into quick, satisfying battles where timing and aim matter. It's got bright Saturday morning cartoon vibes, with humor that actually lands and a soundtrack that slaps harder than a dodgeball to the face. It's funny, lighthearted, and surprisingly polished. Think Pokemon meets Mario Sports, but with pure charm and bounce. If you're looking for a feel-good game that doesn't take itself too seriously, this one's an easy win. This one's for the explorers who love mystery over mayhem. Animal Well drops you into a surreal underground world filled with glowing plants, strange creatures, and puzzles that seem to whisper secrets. There's no hand-holding here, just curiosity guiding you deeper into its maze of tunnels. The pixel art looks stunning in motion, and every sound feels deliberately placed to build tension. It's the kind of game where you pause just to admire the atmosphere, or to ask, what on earth was that noise? It's haunting, clever, and strangely peaceful. Perfect for anyone who likes to discover things slowly and feel a bit lost, in the best way. If you've ever wanted to star in your own philosophical detective novel, Disco Elysium is it. You wake up hungover, half naked, and may be responsible for a murder, but mostly for your life falling apart. Every skill you have is a voice in your head arguing with you, from logic to drama, and their banter makes every choice fascinating. It's deep, weird, funny, and heartbreakingly smart. The final cut adds full voice acting and new quests, making the Switch version the best way to experience it on the go. You won't be fighting monsters, just your own mind, and somehow that's even harder. This one's pure adventure joy. Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom is a vibrant, hand-drawn action platformer that feels like a love letter to the golden era of gaming. You transform into different creatures: pig, frog, lion, snake, each with unique abilities that open up new paths. It's part puzzle, part exploration, all charm. The soundtrack is catchy, the animation pops, and the difficulty hits that satisfying sweet spot between chill and challenging. It's the kind of game that just feels good to play. Tight controls, colorful worlds, and plenty of secrets. Whether you're chasing nostalgia or just want something cheerful and fun, this one's a gem. If you've ever dreamed of stepping into a Studio Ghibli movie, Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch is basically that dream come true. The art direction, music, and world design are all magical, literally animated in collaboration with Ghibli's artists. You play as Oliver, a boy on a heartfelt journey to save his mom, hopping between the real world and a realm of fantasy creatures and whimsical towns. Combat blends real-time action and turn-based strategy, and collecting familiars gives it that cozy monster training twist. It's emotional, uplifting, and drop-dead gorgeous on Switch. If you love storytelling with heart and wonder, this one's a no-brainer. Need something small, sweet, and creative? A Tiny Sticker Tale is pure charm distilled into sticker form. You play as Flynn, a little donkey exploring an island where everything, trees, people, clouds, can be turned into stickers and placed wherever you like. It's lighthearted, colorful, and brimming with imagination. You'll solve puzzles by rearranging stickers to restore the island's magic, but really, it's about relaxing and smiling the whole way through. The art style is adorable, the dialogue cozy, and the puzzles simple but satisfying. It's short, wholesome, and the perfect palate cleanser between heavier games. Sometimes all you need is a cute little world to make your day brighter. From the creators of FTL, Into the Breach is a tactical masterpiece that turns every move into life or death. You command a squad of mechs protecting cities from giant alien bugs, but here's the twist. The enemy's moves are shown beforehand. You can see the disaster coming, but can you stop it? Every turn feels like a chess match against fate, and one wrong move can unravel your whole plan. It's brilliantly minimal, endlessly replayable, and perfect for quick handheld sessions. When you pull off a flawless defense, it feels incredible. Strategy fans, this is your portable addiction. Tense, smart, and oh so satisfying. If Mega Man X and a roguelike had a baby, it'd be 30XX. This game nails that fast, precise platforming energy, tight jumps, flashy dashes, and an arsenal of wild weapons that make every run unique. You can play as Nina or Ace, each with their own playstyle, blasting through procedurally generated stages filled with bosses that look straight out of a Saturday morning cartoon nightmare. And here's the best part, you can play solo or co-op, so suffering with a friend is totally on the menu. It's pure action, pure replayability, and pure chaos. The kind that makes you say, just one more run until 3 a.m. Darkest Dungeon is the kind of game that stares straight into your soul and then punishes it. This gothic roguelike doesn't just throw monsters at you, it tests your nerves, your planning, and your sanity. You will lead a group of fragile heroes into nightmare-ridden dungeons, balancing light, health, and morale as their stress mounts. One bad decision can unravel your entire party, and somehow that's part of the thrill. The narrator's grim voice makes every victory feel earned, and every loss feel legendary. It's brutal, it's beautiful, and once it hooks you, there's no escape, just the constant temptation to try again. And that's the sale. 20 great deals you shouldn't miss. Which ones caught your eye? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next Big Switch countdown. Happy gaming and happy saving!